It's it's 5:12 in the morning when I'm shooting this clip. I just rewatched all of Falcon and Winter Soldier because the newest episode that dropped at 2 in the morning was just so good that I had an idea that I was like, this is a great idea. Falcon and Winter Soldier gun analysis. Yeah. When I wake up, that's what we're doing. But I'm tired now, so we're gonna go to sleep. It is now like 3:30 on my 8,562nd day alive, if I can count. The number you saw the number. I like guns. I think everyone should have a gun, but I don't think anyone should need to shoot a gun, if that makes any sense. If you're doing something that might threaten someone else's life, maybe don't do it with the gun. I don't know. I don't know. These pillows distracting? Yeah, that's my, my stance on guns. I put it in the presidential video. I need to shoot another one of those. Whatever. We're talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier right now. Personally, I think it should be called Falcon and White Wolf, but they probably wouldn't have gotten as recognized or something. I don't know. But episode by episode. This is the spoiler warning. This is the spoiler warning. If you want to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier and somehow aren't right now because you can't find it pirated anywhere, or your free Disney Plus trial expired because you didn't know that there was going to be something after WandaVision or something, then don't do this to yourself. Don't spoil it. If you don't care about spoilers, though, let's continue, right? Episode 1, right? I need it before I start into episode 1. I'm talking about guns. And I'm going to say the word gun a lot, so algorithm, I'm sorry. This is not going to help me. Let's talk about how Disney sees guns. But first, I want to show you how Disney shows us guns first. Okay, in episode 1, Sam has a shield, not a gun. Sam has wings that he inherited, not a gun. And he also has red wing, which he only uses if he's being shot at or whatever. If his life's in danger, he'll use Red Wing. That's what I'm getting from it. And in the best Falcon scene in the entire MCU, when he's fighting terrorists that kidnap someone on planes, yeah, there were 4 bad guys with guns, and they have so many guns, it's crazy. The big boss guy decided that he could totally just fight Falcon hand on hand, but then he shot him on the way out of the airplane, so he's just not a good guy. And then in Bucky's first scene with the Winter Soldier flashback, only the Winter Soldier has the gun. The bodyguards also have guns, but they were bodyguards of Hydra people or something, or enemies of Hydra. I don't know. I assume that they weren't good people that had guns that shot at Bucky. But they might have been. Good people shoot guns sometimes, right? That's the theory. We get to the Flag Smashers scene, and there's not a single gun. There's a super soldier, but there's no gun. Torres actually has a gun, but chooses not to shoot it at the super soldier because the super soldier broke his arm almost. And then when Falcon talks to the bank with his sister, the bank has a financial gun pointed at their head. We're talking about guns. Only the bad guys shoot guns in episode 1, okay? Only bad guys shoot guns in episode 1. Episode 2, okay? There's not a lot of guns in this episode. The 18-wheeler scene, okay? Only Cap has a gun. And Cap shoots it when his sidekick is in danger. So, maybe justified, but also, in episode 2, the therapist wielded an emotional gun on Sam and Bucky, so that was kind of a gun. And at the end of the episode, the Power Brokers men have guns, but they only shoot after they said freeze, and then they were rushed at. So, was it justified? Kinda. Should they have shot him? I wouldn't have. But again, in episode 2, only bad guys shoot guns. I mean, Cap shot a gun. And Cap's supposed to be a good guy. But this isn't Steve Rogers. This is some jerk who's holding a shield. In episode 3, they open with the GRC commercial. I don't remember what GRC stands for. It's Global something Committee, maybe corporation. Hope it's not a corporation. But they have this nice commercial and like paint them as like nice people. But then, as soon as you see their van pull up, they are holding guns. So I think that might be a hint, guys. And then when we get to Madripoor, Zemo's guards that are like escorting him into Madripoor have guns, and Madripoor is like loaded. Like there's like if you don't have a gun in Madripoor, you're dead. You're dead without a gun in Madripoor. And I think that's what like some people think America would be like if everyone had a gun. But I don't think you realize how many Americans already have guns. But we're moving on. We're moving on. Because we're talking about Falcon and Wintersoldier, not the current state of society. But yeah, every time the power broker is involved, there are guns. And the power broker is obviously not a good guy. Then Bucky, disguised as the Winter Soldier, just breaks multiple bones in one guy's body. So it's not even like too bad. It wasn't a gun. He didn't kill anyone. He just broke a few bones. Here's the kicker. In this episode, Sharon has a gun. Yeah. I don't think we actually see Captain America with a gun this episode. Sharon is the supposed good guy who has a gun. And she kills people with it. And she kills like a lot of bad guys. I mean, yeah, she's on Madripoor, and she like needs to defend herself. So, justified? Maybe we'll see what happens in the next 2 episodes. But at the end of episode 3, Bucky and Sam on Madripoor have guns, and then they just have them though. They're using them as defense. They never actually shot a bullet. But while they were interviewing Dr. Nagel, Dr. Zemo, or Baron Zemo, he shot him with a gun. And we know Zemo's not a good guy. We know that for a fact. And then the new episode came out. We're in the new episode finally. Episode 4. It's titled The World is Watching. And that's a great title for what happened this episode. But we'll get to that later. Right now, we're still talking about the guns. And it starts with the first gun in the episode is Baron Zemo shooting the leader of the Flag Smashers, who is like a child, teenager, like youth-aged person. She's just a super soldier. She's a super soldier, and so he like had no chance in a hand-to-hand fight, and so it kind of makes sense. But we know Zemo is not a good guy. Oh, Zemo hates super soldiers. Like hates. He thinks they all need to die. Okay, new Captain America. He steals super soldier serum and injects it this episode, which is like messed up. He's not Captain America. He's new Captain America. New Captain America did not need to be a super soldier, and now new Captain America will get there. I'm talking about guns right now. But before we get to the rest of the guns in this episode, the Dora Milaje interrupt a almost fight between Sam and new Captain America. And then Sam informs him that he does not want to fight the Dora Milaje. He would rather fight a super soldier. And he said, haha, jokes, I'm just gonna do it. And then he loses. He loses so bad. He loses in such a way that he thinks he needs superpowers. Which, it was funny to watch him lose. That was my favorite fight scene this episode. But again, it's just helping him become worse. And that's not what we want. We want a good Captain America. Why is this happening? Sam and Bucky go to meet with Carly, and they get warned that Captain America is like on the way, and Cap pulls up with the second gun we've seen this episode. But don't forget, he lost to the Dora Milaje and took the super soldier serum. So he is a super soldier wielding a gun, like the Winter Soldier was, which is not good. Cap doesn't have a vibranium arm, but new Cap has the vibranium shield, which isn't helpful. So there's a lot going on. Like, as a lot is happening, new Captain America's sidekick is manslaughtered by Carly in the middle of the fight because he just wasn't equipped to fight super soldiers. And he hit a cement stone marble pillar and instantly died. So Carly punched him into it, and she probably didn't need to, but he was trying to hurt them, or at least his. So he's Captain America's sidekick. What is Captain America to him? Captain America loses his cool. He goes on a rampage trying to find the leader of the Flag Smashers, and when he couldn't find her, and he only found one of her little, like, equal but lackey kind of people, he murdered him in broad daylight, with, like, hate in his eyes, with Captain America's shield. He didn't use a gun, so I guess it could have been worse, but he did have a gun, and I'm pretty sure he shot it when he was a super soldier with the gun. We don't need that as America. A super soldier with a shield is more than enough. That's where we're at right now. Captain America is now a murderer. Captain America's whole thing was we don't trade lives, and now we're going around eye for an eyeing people, which is not what America should be standing for. I don't know. But remember, this is MCU. This isn't our America, right? We're not demonizing guns, are we? Captain America has the right to hold a gun. He can always stay strapped if he wants to. Captain America should only pull a gun on people like Bucky, where it's an equal fight, and honestly, he's gonna lose. If Captain America knows he's gonna lose, he can use a gun. Captain America pulled a gun on a child, a teenager, a youth, an equal super soldier who didn't have a shield. She had a knife. And he actually made a drastic point to say with what's with all the knives, because he's a gun guy. And I'm not saying gun people are inherently bad. I'm saying people that go around flashing their guns in the name of safety are not helping right now. I understand people need guns. I want guns. Who doesn't want guns? Why would you not want a gun? But I don't want to ever have to shoot a gun at another person. So I want to shoot guns at targets because it's good to stay in, am I gonna get demonetized for that? I don't know. I feel like I rambled a lot. I need to go edit this now. How long was I rambling? I was rambling for like 15 minutes, so this is probably a good video. Yeah. I'm getting sweaty, so I'm gonna turn my AC back on. It's super gross outside, but maybe I'll show you what it's like on, Monday. Today's Friday. TGIF. Do people say that still? I don't really care. I'm hungry. This is the end of the video. Thank you for sticking with it. If you understand what I'm trying to say, please put it in simple English in the description down, and the comments down below. Whatever. I don't really care. I filled time. I hopefully was entertaining. If I was perplexing, I apologize. Do you get it though? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Disney doesn't like guns. That's what they're showing me. That's what I'm listening to from them. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, there's a cat playing in the mini blinds. So I'm just gonna end today's video now. But thank you. Like, subscribe, dislike if you feel so inclined. Yeah. I'm gonna have a weekend. Maybe I'm gonna film. We'll see. Okay, bye now.